Hey YouTube, this is Bill. Many of us have been longing for the complete battery-operated mobile PA system. Bose has come very close with their S1Pro. It's so handy at 15 pounds, but the missing link is the matching subwoofer. The matching subwoofer is the Bose Sub1, but the problem is it's AC only. So I've been doing some testing. I'm trying to run it on an external battery pack, but I'm trying to go light. I don't want to carry something heavy. I don't want to carry something bigger than I need to. So I'm trying to find out the minimum wattage to run the Sub1 at a decent level. Again, you're not going to want to run this Sub1 to do your DJ wedding dance portion at max volume. You need something larger than a Sub1 probably. So I'm going to do a little testing. I just got this watt meter called Kuman. I'm very happy with it. Got it from Amazon. A lot of reviews. Very reasonable price, $17 or so, and it seems like it's very accurate. So right now I have it set at high. So I'm going to be playing a track. I'm going to be starting off on the Sub1 at 11 o'clock. That's where I find I have the best integration with my main speakers, be they S1 Pros or even the Pro 32. I find 11 o'clock is the sweet spot. And so we're going to see what kind of wattage it goes up to. A little sound test. This is the track I'm going to be using. Marcus Miller, Gene Peer. I'm not going to be playing the high end for copyright reasons, so I'm just going to be playing the subwoofer, and that will give us an accurate wattage, what the Sub1 needs. This is a demanding bass track. It's really one of my heaviest bass tracks I tested, so this will be an interesting test. So there is no power surge when you turn on the Sub1. So as you see from our readout, it's 9.1 watts. That's at idle right now. And let's see where it goes. Again, I'm starting at 11 o'clock on the gain of the Sub1. So we got it up to 91.7 dB on the dB meter. Pretty loud, much louder than I would usually play a track. This is for testing. And surprisingly enough, it only used 54.8 watts. And that, like I said, that's a pretty demanding jazz type of bass line, playing pretty loud at 11 o'clock gain on the Sub1. So that's kind of amazing to me. I'm going to do the same track. I'm going to bring it up to 12 o'clock. Sometimes I play it at that level. Never higher than 12 noon on the Sub1. So let's see what kind of difference we get. Same track. Here we go. So there we have it at very high volume, pretty much as high as I would want to push the Sub1, 94.7 dB, and using only 112.6 watts, which is pretty amazing. I was under the impression that I needed a 500 watt external power source. Someone on the web said they use 1,000 watts. Again, you got to be careful who you listen to. There's a lot of experts out there. And by the way, I am no expert. I am not an electrical engineer, But I have contacted an electrical engineer, and they said, and this proves it, that the modern electronics doesn't pull a lot of watts. And this, I believe this video shows it. I do want to emphasize Bose recommends a pure sine wave external power source to protect their electronics. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Okay, we're going to try one more track. Yoshi Horikawa. Summer in 1987 is the title. Again, I'm going to be playing only the subwoofer. There won't be any mains on, so I don't believe I'm going to be dealing with copyright infringement. This is a heavy bass track. And I want to warn people from my own experience that even though the Sub1 at these maximum volumes is not peaking red, if you push it too high, maybe over 12 noon, the subwoofer, the woofer is going to start bottoming out, metal against metal, and that's not good for any subwoofer. So that's a little warning. Even though you see green, don't push it to red and back it off. That doesn't necessarily mean you're in the safe zone. So again, I did this test and there is no bottoming out involved. And let's see how many watts this track pushes. This might be even a heavier track than the first one. There we go, 95.8 dBs. The house here is shaking. Luckily, I don't share a wall with any neighbors. 194.2 watts, considerably more than the last track. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go with anything less than an external power source that puts out 300 watts. That'll leave me a little extra room for those intense bass tracks. You don't want your external power source to not be able to handle the subwoofer, because Bose has a safety feature built in where if it doesn't get enough power, it'll shut off on you. The power will just go dead. So you don't want that to happen in front of an audience, in front of a gig. So you definitely want to have extra room. So here I'm pushing almost 200 watts. So I'm thinking a external power source that I reviewed recently that pushes 300 watts. I think that's a comfortable margin. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be testing some other speakers. Of course, I'm going to be testing the Pro 32 with the Sub2. I'm curious what kind of wattage that system pulls. I have played that on my 400 watt external power source. That worked fine. I'm just wondering how close I'm coming to the 400 watts. We'll see. So again, summary, pushed it up to 12 noon, no higher. It was on green, no red, and there was no bottoming out. I wouldn't push it much higher though. Okay, this is Bill. Hope you enjoyed. Later.